What a glittering assemblage, King Stefan. Royalty, nobility, the gentry, and how quaint. Even the rebel. I must say, I really felt quite distressed at not receiving an invitation.
You're not welcome here.
Oh dear. What an awkward situation.
You're not offended?
Why, no. And to show I bear no ill will, I too shall bestow a gift on the child.
No, we don't want your gift.
Stay away from the princess. Yes, stay away.
Listen well, all of you. The princess shall indeed grow in grace and beauty, beloved by all who meet her.
That's a lovely gift.
Don't do this.
But before the sun sets on her 16th birthday, she will prick her finger on the spindle of a spinning wheel and fall into a sleep like death, a sleep from which she will never awaken.
Maleficent, please don't do this. I'm begging you.
I like you begging. Do it again.
I beg you.
All right. The princess can be woken from her death sleep, but only by true love's kiss. This curse will last to the end of time. No power on earth can change it.
Getting into the tutorial, starting off, I'm going to be putting in my Maleficent kind of contacts because I cannot see right now. I did get these, I think I got them online. Actually, no. I had tried to order them online, and then they had, since their prescription, they had to get approval from my doctor's office. And my doctor was like, oh, my eye doctor, whatever, was like, we carry those here, just order them through us and we'll match the price. So that's what I did. But they're just these green contacts. I used them for my Mad Hatter tutorial as well. Obviously in the Maleficent movie, Angelina Jolie got her contacts custom painted, so I wasn't about to pay for that. So let me go ahead and put the other one in. Well, obviously I started off with a clean face, and I'm going to be using the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Oil again. I really like this one because it is good for dry skin, and it is a sample size. I'm just going to be putting this in my most dry areas. Alright, and in the movie posters, Maleficent looks like white, but in the movie, she's just really kind of, I want to say, pale. I'm going to be using my palest foundation that I own, which is not even really that pale. That's just the NARS Sheer Glow, and I am in the shade Light 3, which is Gobi. But yeah, so this is kind of like the lightest one I own. And I'm going to be putting that on with my damp beauty blender, which is dirty right now. For concealer, I'm going to be going in with my Naked Skin Concealer. I am in the shade Fair Neutral. I'm just going to blend that out with my beauty blender. Alright, now that I'm done with the face, I'm going to go ahead and set my under eye concealer with the Kat Von D Shade Light palette. And I'm going to be mixing the two lightest shades. I'm just going to lightly dust this weird, like, light face powder just because I want my face to look white. Not white, but pale. I kind of regret that. This smells awful. Now before I get into like the contouring and all that good stuff, I'm going to be doing the eyeshadow that Maleficent has because it's super simple. So I'm just going to be using the Too Faced Shadow Insurance Eyeshadow Primer. I'm just going to be putting that all over the lid. And for the eyeshadow, I'm going to be going in with the Kat Von D Mi Vida Loca palette. This was a limited edition, they don't sell it anymore, but I'm really just using it more for like the neutral tones, and I'm also going to be using that yellow later on. I am going to be going in with this nude shade called Strutter, and I'm going to be placing that all over the lid. Now, Maleficent doesn't really have a lot of eye makeup, it's mainly just like neutrals and then kind of like a defined outer crease, so that's what I'm going to be doing. Now for like the outer crease area, I'm just going to be using the darker brown in the palette. I'm not going to go crazy dark with it, just going to be kind of like a subtle outer V definition. I'm going to be doing that with like a small pencil brush, just so I can really have control over my eyeshadow movement. Alright, so now that I have laid that down, I'm just going to go in and kind of blend out the darker shade on the outer side just so it won't look just like a V. Now Maleficent doesn't really have any eyeliner, she just kind of has a little bit of smudge of black on the outer corner. So I am going to be doing using the same brush cleaned off and use the black to kind of just add a little bit to the lash line. Alright, now that I'm done with that, I'm going to do some quick brows. And I'm going to be using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Definer. Now Maleficent kind of has some dark brows and they kind of do go in a point. We'll see if I can accomplish that with this. Alright, now that I have my villainous brows done, I'm going to go ahead and put a lighter kind of muted yellow under the arch of my eye. I'm going to do that first. And in the palette, it is the shade called Molder. Alright, and at the very highest point of my arch, I'm going to be putting a little dab of yellow. It's kind of like a matte yellow shade. In the movie, Maleficent does have a little yellow. It's kind of hard to notice, but it's there. There. It's not too insanely noticeable, but it's there. Now for the contour. Now this is the most important part of the tutorial because Maleficent does have some crazy cheekbones. Now what you could do is you could go in with like some prosthetic cheekbones to kind of make your cheekbones stand out a little bit more. I unfortunately can't do that. I have very sensitive skin, so the latex doesn't really like me that much. But what you could do is you could use liquid latex, unroll a cotton ball, put it on your cheek, and then just keep adding to it to make it stick out a little bit more. But I thought I'd make it a little bit more accessible and not as difficult, just to try to really contour the crap out of my cheekbones. So Maleficent, you know, you see this shadow like in the cheekbone and it goes down to the chin. So instead of going in with a big contour brush at first, I'm going to be kind of sculpting it out with this little weird angled brush. And I'm going to be using my Kat Von D Shade Light palette, and I'm going to be using the contour shades out of that. I'm kind of just going to map out where I plan my contour on being, you know, kind of like when you go like that, you can kind of see where you would put the chin part, and then I'm just going to be blending it all the way down. This does take patience. Don't just slap on a bunch of color and hope that it looks good. So yeah. Alright, now that I have that sculpted out, I'm going to go ahead and kind of blend it out and kind of blend it down. Now you don't want the shadow on the bottom to be super dark, so it kind of just wants to be like lightly blended down. Now I'm going to add a little contour kind of right here in the temples and kind of curve it out just so it really looks like my cheekbones are standing out. I'm also going to contour my nose just a teeny bit just so it all goes together. And Angelina has really pouty lips, of course. I'm just going to add a tiny bit of contour on my bottom lip just to make it look a little bit fuller. Alright, now that I'm done with the contouring, I'm going to go ahead and tightline my eyes and put on some mascara. To tightline, I am going to be going in with Marc Jacobs Highliner. I really love this for tightlining because once you put it on your top waterline, it does not come off onto the bottom one. And I want to use a white eyeliner on the bottom, so this is what I'm going to be going with. I'm going to do this off camera because I always look totally creepy when I tightline. Mascara, I'm going in with the L'Oreal Telescopic. And I'm going to be using a white liner on my lower lash line. Last but not least, I'm going to be doing the lips, and I'm going to be using the MAC Cherry Liner and the MAC Retro Matte Lipstick in Ruby Woo. These two are very dry, so I always like to put like a little bit of balm before I go in with this. Alright, and all I have to do now is put on my horns. All I'm going to do is just braid it in 2 braids and like flip them over and clip them. After I get that done, I will be right back. Alright everyone, and here is the finished look. I got these horns from eBay. I got this costume from Party City, and I actually added these nails. Well, they're not the right sizes, so don't judge how they look because I lost a lot of them. But I did get these nails. I think it was like from H&M. For some reason, it's really hard to find like pointy nails. I don't know why, because they're so popular. Fake pointy nails, you know what I mean? So I bought these at H&M. They had like weird designs on them. I painted them white and then I painted them nude because she has them nude in the movie, but more like a bone nude, which I did not have at the time. And under her nails, she had them red. So I painted under my nails red. I mean, it's a nice touch, you know what I mean? When you have them all the right size and they don't look silly. But yeah, so I got these from H&M, this hat from eBay. I have seen them in kind of like around like costume stores, not like Party City or Spirit. I've never found these there. I found them at different kind of costume stores, maybe like theatrical costume stores. I know that there was a really good one in Austin where I found them. But I did get these from eBay. The horns were a little bit crooked, so I had my mom take them off and re-glue them on with E400, I think it's called, E300. I don't remember. It was kind of a pain. But yeah, I just redid the horns. Like I said, the costume is from Party City. This is like the most realistic looking ones. And these like things, I don't know what they're called. Like, they're really well made. Like, they are really thick, they're really durable, you can mold them in any way you want, so I really did enjoy that. This costume comes with like a weird headband horn thing, and I didn't like it because I thought it looked cheap. And in the intro you did see that I was holding my Maleficent staff. This is plastic, you know, it's not super sturdy, it's actually quite flimsy, but I did get this from Target. So yeah, I will make sure to leave the link for all of this below, including my contacts, because I did find these on the website. So you can go ahead and look into that. But that is it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed my intro. I apologize that it was so long. I just really loved Maleficent and Sleeping Beauty ever since I was younger. It used to be my absolute favorite movie, so had to go all out for the intro. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Please like and subscribe this video if you enjoyed it, and until next time, stay golden. Bye. Once again, I tried to use the lens to put it on. Okay. Why do I keep doing that? This is a lot of work. It's Halloween, Mom. You can't complain. This is gonna come out so hot fire. You're gonna poop your pants when you see it.
Can we not get so personal?
You gotta go.
Okay, don't move too much, Tori, please.
Okay. George, hurry.
Still recording. Hold on.